First day of, well, first work day of 2018. I have to go into the office, which I am hoping to do a lot less of. I always just want to check and make sure I've got my keys. I've only locked myself out of the house like once, but it happens. We're having a meeting this morning. I share an office with another agent and we share employees. I have a lot that I want to do this year, which will require more time out of the office, which I was doing before, but then my life got turned upside down this past year. Now it's finally getting back on track. I truly want 2018 to be the most productive, most creative, and most lucrative year that I've had yet. Here at my office, at the beach. I was very productive yesterday, and that actually inspired me. Couldn't believe I was that productive on the first day of the year, where most people were taking it easy. Nothing wrong with taking it easy. That took longer than expected. I'm feeling a little tense and frustrated because I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. I got this big launch coming up, a lot of marketing to do. This took longer, didn't get everything accomplished. I'm definitely being challenged here. I often overwhelm myself. There's just so much I'm trying to get done in one day, so much I'm always trying to do. And the truth is, I get a lot done. What I'm struggling with right now is I'm having trouble delegating because bright light window. I tend to want to make sure things get done, or I want to get things done right. So I'm going to do it myself, even though I might not be the best person for the job. What I was frustrated about today is the guy who I want to do a lot of my social media stuff, which I've been having to do, and I'm not very good at that. I realize he doesn't quite know as much as I thought he did. He knows more than me in some ways, but there were some simple stuff that I know that he didn't know. And that was kind of frustrating because it was like, okay, well, how long is this going to take? The launch is Saturday. It's right now Tuesday. Are we going to be able to pull this off? It's totally my fault. When I was a teenager, I was I was to myself. I'm still pretty introverted, but I found ways to be extroverted, like what I'm doing now. I prided myself on being a loner. I used to idolize this guy, James Dean, and he was known as that kind of rebel loner. I really took that on. Now, is that actually who I am, or who I was born to be? Probably not, because I like to do things on my own, but there's a limited amount of what I can do in a day. There's a limited amount of attention span. There's a limited amount of energy. When I can't do it all, I get frustrated. When I depend on other people, it makes me anxious. But I'm just gonna have to suck this up and do it. There are times where I've delegated and it's somewhere in between. What I mean is they do a good enough job and I know it could be better, and it's so hard for me to just okay, let it go, instruct them on how to be better at what they're doing for you. And that's the only way that I'm going to achieve the things this year that I want to achieve, is by letting things go when I delegate them. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Launch that is coming up this Saturday. It's a big deal, and I get a little anxious about these types of things. I really got everything in place and I've got help. I've been working indoors, started to get cabin fever. It's been overcast all day. Haven't seen much sun, haven't seen much of other people or the outdoors, so I need to get out. I like to come take a walk downtown. It's so weird. People don't know how to walk around people holding a camera. What's that? Close. What amazes me, I can come out here and there's people around, there's people socializing, but how alone I often feel, even though there's plenty of people around, or even when I'm around friends. I go through periods of having a very active social life, and yet I still don't feel much different than I feel right now, which my social life hasn't been so active. Dating life hasn't been so active. Actually, it started to kick up again. Started going on a lot more dates, and suddenly they all evaporated. It just takes a lot of work. It's like anything else. You just have to really invest in it. That feeling of aloneness is still there. That's the truth about it all. No matter how much time we spend with other people, we still are basically alone. It's the thing that we're trying to overcome so much. We're always going to be alone, but yet we're not alone in our aloneness. People are staring at me. It's always interesting vlogging in public. Feel better already. Let's see if there's anything else interesting to shoot around here. I am working on a book right now. In general, it usually puts me at ease. Sometimes it frustrates me, just like everything else can frustrate me if it's not working out right. Ooh, look, you can notice one of my lights in my window back here. I keep a variety of notebooks as well as Legos. Actually, no, those are not my Legos. Those are my son's Legos. He leaves them all over my place. I already have my French press, which has a big crack in it. But it will be time for yoga. I write for a half an hour. I know that doesn't sound like very long, but if you write for a half an hour and you only focus on writing, you don't let your pen stop, you can write a tremendous amount in just a half an hour. Ashtanga first series this evening. I have a regular yoga practice that I've had for 10 years. Getting older sucks. Your body tightens up, doesn't recover quite as fast. The day is almost over. Actually, it's nighttime, but my day is not over. I took a shower. I shaved. Actually, I shaved this morning. That's how fast it grows. Got work to do. People are waking up in India and I got to talk to them. A friend of mine on the East Coast is messaging me feedback on my landing page for my big launch. Inching closer and closer to this launch. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I wish I had like really profound things to say, because this is probably the end of the vlog for tonight. Pretend I said something really profound that you will take with you for the rest of your life. Remember to like and subscribe. Also, MidLife Manifesto, just click the link down below and get yourself a free copy. I will see you on the next vlog.